Well, hello and welcome. I'm Peasant, and I'm now going to be taking on England 6 with Bringer and Ocean. So I'm just going to go through this. It's easy to forget one of these things, if not multiple. So there's the Losk edition of 7 buildings in one land. They basically they build on their most populated land on each board each round, and they England this business they build wherever they please. Basically, extra setup stuff, extra health, extra fear. I want to make sure I'm resolving a fear card each round once I'm past the first round or the second round. Extra health on the buildings. Okay, all right. England 6. I remember you. So first decision, of course, is where to place Ocean's presence. We like being in with a town, a guaranteed town on turn 1, I think. So yeah, we'll place that in there. And we have Jungle Explore. Well, that's kind of out of range for the moment for Ocean, but that's just how it is for Ocean. What's it looking like for Bringer? Bringer, we've got a nice potential turn 1 Nightmares push, except we're against England. See there, I'd already forgotten. So Predatory Nightmares goes from being okay to terrible because you can't push towns with it anymore. So probably what I need to do is actually go with my what I tend to do more often than not, which is actually go with Call Old Midnight Dreams, Dreams of the Dahan, turn 1, and just get the fear, start with the mages as early as possible. So this is going to be a build in here, so that's going to be a 6 damage Ravage. So I might be able to defend in there if I... Oh, this is an even better thing to defend because I've got the counterattack with the Dahan, with 2 Dahan, and I'm going to be bringing these Dahan out there. So yeah, I'm trying to make these so that they're followable, but also so that they don't take forever. So yeah, let me know in the comments how I'm doing with the balance of it being actually followable versus versus me just gibbering uncontrollably. So I think with Bringer, I am going to go with what's become my standard opening, and we're going to look to go with Call of Midnight's Dreams in this area here. So in order to do that, I need to be in that area, and we're going, of course, top track, and we're going with these. I kind of rearrange these later, but I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to do. And then with Ocean, we want to be. I think again, this opening is best by test. I could let me actually just think about this. Do I want to reassess this? What am I actually able to achieve this turn? Not a great deal, actually. I mean, there could have been some benefit to placing this presence in here, but I can't necessarily defend it because, yeah, we do have the tidal boon push. We could push this town in here. See, here we go. We're already deep into the tank there, so we might need to redo this peasant's presence placement. The pain. I think maybe I do need to do that, and Bringer will gain 1 less energy, but what it will mean is that this is more defendable. So I think that's right. Because so if we're pushing with Tidal Boon, yeah, actually that's good because we're going to get a good counterattack in there. All right, this is. I think we're still going with these cards with Bringer. It's just a quirk of the undo system that I have to kind of undo a load of other stuff as well. And then up here, we're probably going to go with Call of the Deeps and Boon, which is best by test. Well, I say that. Do we have a good... If we go with that start, we will have a town drown anyway. So yeah, I think that is just the right play. I think that's the right play. And so it's going to be Tidal Boon. And again, not going to go with Swallow the Land Dwellers here, because I've only got 1 coastal presence. All right, okay. And after all that thought, I'm basically doing what I do almost every single time. So there's that. So I'm going to bring these Dahan into here first. because this major could decide what I do. So I'm going to do it first, and that kind of principle of you draw the card first. Where do I want my Dahan to be? This Dahan is a bit more central, so I'm going to leave one Dahan up there. And then it's better to Night Terrors first. Let's look at this top fear card, defend 3 on all coastal lands. That's interesting. We can't 10 fear. What, England 6 is such a nightmare. Oh, live in England 6. Coming around here with you being a nightmare. Alright, so I think we want to turn what... Yeah, we want to be doing Call of Midnight's Dream immediately in here. And we're going to be gaining a major power. Okay, so Terroring Nightmares is actually pretty nice, especially in this combo. Because we're pushing, so it means we're not losing anything by getting damage. But damage does translate into a hell of a lot of fear. If we hit something with poison land, it's going to be... You know, that's potentially... It's not even 2 cities against flipping England. And we could play this turn 1 if we really wanted to, but I actually think this might be a case where I actually just forget Predatory Nightmares because it is practically useless in this particular fight. And then maybe go with Call on Midnight's Dreams again next turn. We'll ask Ocean to defend us in here, maybe. Maybe we could defend ourselves, actually. We might be able to defend ourselves, actually. Yes, 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 yes. So I think Terrifying Nightmares is the play here. But we don't play it immediately. Yeah, so we're going to forget Predatory Nightmares. Alright, so then we've got Call of the Deeps. There's going to be a town build in here, but we're going to boon and push the town into there. There's actually no point calling this one in because they're going to die on the Ravage anyway. So we'll call this one in. Though there is actually a decision to be made there. I could... No, I can't interact with this. Oh no, no, because it's a 0 range. I was wondering if I could prevent this build, but I can't. Alas. Okay, so that was turn 1. That was okay. Flipping England though. Bloomin' nightmare. Okay, so Tidal Boon bring us some more energy, and it gives us this nice little push, which will give Ocean some energy. And we can push Dahan, but I don't want to because this is a 4 health, so I actually need all 3 Dahan in there to clear that land. And we've got Ocean breaks the shore to drown a town, which we can do, which is another energy for Ocean. Okay, so where are we now? We've got a Ravage here. We can't do anything about this, probably. Yeah, I mean, we're miles away from that with everyone. We've got this Ravage here, which would be nice to prevent. But we want to preserve our presence, just in case we get an early Blighted Island. Ocean probably wants to push in and drown this turn. And depending on what... If we go with this option here, we might even gain the ability to drown a city. Which would be nice. So we could drown this or any one of these cities. But okay, so what about using Dread Apparitions? If we go not quite to getting the move, I don't think we even want to use this until we've uncovered uncovered this. We might even we might even reclaim Call of Midnight's Dream here, because I think that might be the play. I think that's the play I like anyway. Then we can... Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to go with. And again, it's a bit on feel rather than pure crunching. So I'm going to go with Call. I'm going to go with gaining an extra presence. And it is a 0 range presence. So yeah, Bring has a very limited sphere of influence. But, so, you know... And that is going to be enough defense in there to take care of that using Night Terrors. I just sort of remember to do it before in case I forget Call of Midnight's Dream. Okay, and that's a technical term. That's not just me forgetting stuff. Okay, so this Ravage we can defend with Grasping Tide. That's pretty nice. So yeah, I think we go with the regular game plan here of gaining a power card. Or is this an opportunity to get a bit more presence on the board? I think this is actually an opportunity to maybe drown a coastal city, so I'm going to go with this. Now, we're going to gain a minor. If it has Water Mountain, then we're laughing. That's a Water Mountain. And we're not going to be able to destroy a town with it, but that's fine. Drift down into slumber's actually pretty useful. We could defend this land that's otherwise going to blight. But I think destroying the city is possibly more important. So I think, can we actually afford steam vents? We can just about afford steam vents. The zero cost thing is actually important as well. Importance. So would we be happy to settle for a town drown? Would that be acceptable? That's a tricky question. I mean, one of the main things we want to be doing is destroying buildings purely from the point of view of preventing them from building a mighty capital, because that's a way that if I am going to lose against England, that's a common way. Okay, so we're defending in here. We're defending in here with Grasping Tide. We can't do jack diddly about that. We can do something about that, or alternatively, we can drown a city in this land here, which would then make this defensible. So yeah, I'm actually not gonna go with drift down. I'm gonna go a little low on energy, but I'm gonna be placing a one in there. Then we push from the coast. So this land's going to be cleared on the Ravage. We could make a sacred site, or we could push up here. Ocean doesn't care about sacred sites right now, but you never know when he might start caring about sacred sites. But actually, we've just not got no targeting up here, so let's push that one in there and push this one in here. Yeah, because at the moment we don't care about sacred sites. And then we're just going to play all three of these. We should have the city drown now. And we've incidentally got some fear. You've actually got loads of drowning to do. Right, so I think that looks good. Alright, so we'll do the things... Actually, no, this is the thing that might vary everything, so we will do this first. So we're going to dread apparitions in here. We're going to night terrors in there. So that land is now defended. We're going to do this as well, because this is another thing that can... yeah, because if I'm probably going to forget Call on Midnight's Dream now, but we'll see. So we'll Call on Midnight's Dream in here, we'll gain a major power. Let's see what we get. Oh, this is nice for us, Blazing Renewal. I mean, this is also really nice for us as well, though. I mean, when you're playing in base game with England, you're using almost every single fear card in the game. So the fear victory is kind of, yeah, it probably is how it's going to have to go. I mean, so I've got to, of course, remember, this is Bringer here that's doing this. So this, any damage that's done isn't real damage, but this, if I could get this going, it is, this is vast amounts of damage. Vast amounts. Let's see what... Yeah, so we've forgotten... Okay, so here's the one thing about forgetting that start card. The start card has a mountain on, which makes this a bit better. Blazing Renewal could be pretty good. We can't use Blazing Renewal right now, so that's going to count against that. How about some Living Flame? It has horrible icons. I think we are gonna go for it, and this probably means that we are going to be going... We could actually forget Dread Apparitions here. Do we? We don't need to prevent this build. And we've already added the defense there. This is a far superior defend than Dread Apparitions is ever going to be. I mean, it only works down here right now. And next turn, preventing this Ravage is more important than preventing this build, I think. So I'm actually going to forget Dread Apparitions. So we keep on recycling our Call of Midnight's Dream. Feels nice. Okay, so we have Grasping Tide up here. Actually got a fear card. We got it a bit early. I think it's going to be hard for us to gain 10 fear next turn. And we've got some ship splintering to do. No splintering them ships. And the steam vents is going to do nothing, I think. Oh no, we've got something to do in there. Though actually we'd prefer to swallow the land dwellers, so yeah, the steam vents is not going to happen. We're not going to use it. It's purely for the icons. Then 3 in coastal lands. So we did get the blight falling in here and here. That was a choice. And what have we got here? We've got sand ravages. Next turn. This one's obviously got the blight there already. This is the one we want to prevent with paralyzing fear. Do we have any way of getting those elements? Getting the, because we want to prevent the double build. You got it. This is something that's easy to forget. But if you don't, now that we've got this extra build here. If there's no fear card, then we basically end up with a double build, which is really sad for everyone. All right, so we've got a city build, and this has actually worked out pretty well because we are against England, remember, so it's hard to actually prevent builds via destruction. It is possible. I think we just want to maximize our total amount of destruction because we're a little low on energy. So I think I'm going to do that in there. And drown a city somewhere. Maybe we don't want to prevent. Maybe we could just use paralyzing fear somewhere else. However, there is nowhere else that really matters. I mean, here we could do it in there. But so either way, I think I'm going to let this. We're going to drown one of these cities, and yeah, it's going to be this one. Yeah, it's going to be that one. Okay, so actually 3 fear, we should be able to do that. No problem. So we're not going to get the double build and juggle, and these are horrible to deal with. Right, so this build is not preventable because it has the adjacent towns. I mean, we could if we destroyed everything around it. That's not going to happen. And we've got the extra build there. We have a ravage here. A ravage here. We have... Okay, so all ravages are happening. This is the only one with blight in. This is very defendable with probably paralyzing fear. I'd actually really noticed this in here. We've got these terrifying nightmares that aren't really doing anything right now. So yeah, we're going to be paralyzing fear probably in here to protect our presence, and then ocean can defend in there. And we let... Can we do anything about this? Oh, we picked up... No, we didn't. No, we didn't. All the games of Spirit Island are merging into one. We could actually solve this with terrifying nightmares if we were over there, but then we are not defending in here. What's in our discard pile? Oh yeah, we could go with another call on Midnight's Dream. I really like this idea. It's going to mean we're nicely set up, and if we get something useful, it could mean that this area is really in mint condition. Unusual. What's ocean contributing? So if there's a ravage, I mean, the funny thing is ocean actually can't do anything about either of these, probably. Not with the cards in hand. Yeah, not with the cards in hand. So I mean, ocean could just take a day off. What I'm actually blathering about is I could just use this as an opportunity to go down these tracks a great deal. We've only got 3 energy though. Yeah, the guaranteed bit of defending here is worthwhile with Grasping Tide. And yeah, we've got good drowning. I think this is a good reclaim turn. The trouble with reclaiming as ocean is that you're dragging your presence back into the ocean, so it's even more important with this spirit to either commit to being in the ocean or try and be on land. I think being halfway is actually worse. If you don't have any sacred sites, it can be sad when you're in the late game and relying on your sacred sites. He speaks from bitter experience. We're going to go with a miner here because we're broke. And we don't have to pick it right now. Ooh, Elemental Boon. That's a game changer. But we might want to do these other things first, but Boon is so very powerful. Especially with these 2 spirits, they've got a lot of icons in common. With their innates, certainly. And depending on what you draft. Okay, so... We're also going to have to make the decision with Ocean of where we're gathering in. We're actually going to have 2 more energy to play with. And probably it's going to be Boon. But it could be any of these, really. Even Rouse the Trees, but these are the power ones. Powerful. So given that I might get the elements that I want, that could mean... Yeah, we're going to get the moon. We could actually play both of these this turn if we go for an option that gains us energy. And if we get granted a moon, we actually can get an extra element from. Oh, this is where it gets a bit convoluted. So from Spirits May Yet Dream, we can gain an element we already have one of. So if I played both of these and then got given a moon, I could then give myself another moon to get the fourth moon. So actually playing them both at the same time, I don't think because we need to we just need to gain 2 mountains. So I don't think it quite works out. I don't think we've got exactly enough in the tank to do that, but we can. If we gift the moon and place a presence, then we will be able to get the threshold on one or other of these, but not both. And that's approximate because I don't have time for real maths. Just don't have time. Nightmares isn't ideal just yet. We don't have any very heavily built up lands, so we are going to go with Fright. The trouble then is we can't trigger the innate on this. So we could just try and play them both for their benefits. But I feel like this is not a good use of this. 4 energy for a bit of fear and a push. It's not enough. So we are probably just playing 1 card this turn. Yeah, okay, we're going to go with Call on Midnight Stream. So we're going to reclaim 1. We are just stuck in this corner. But there is still valuable things to be done down here. So I'm going to go with this. And it is a little bit YOLO, but that's okay. So we'll go with getting an extra presence. Let's have an extra inland presence in case we just forget about this, which is possible. So we'll go with Call and go with... I mean, we could even push these guys into here, but then they'll build. They're going to build anyway because that's how it is. Oh, we've got this Ravage up here. What's it? Alright, okay, I think this is okay. This is good enough. And then, so we want to do that at the start. We might get something very useful in there. The Fright is a pretty expensive way to deal with a pretty pathetic little Ravage there. Okay. But we'll see what we draw. Alright, so what's Ocean going to do? I mean, we've got this Ravage here that I think Ocean very much wants to defend with Grasping Tide. Ocean can't do anything about these, I don't think. Oh yeah, will these help? I don't actually have the adjacency. I don't have the presence to... Oh, am I? Oh no, we've just reclaimed, haven't I? I'm not going to have a Sacred Site adjacent to this land. So this doesn't have any immediate utility, but this actually could. And in fact, we could even go for Wombo and gain a new card and then give the elements we need for that. I think that's what I'm going to go with. Elemental Boon is kind of ridiculous. So we have to gather in, and that's more about where we're gathering out from. So on my turn, I've got how many? Just 3. Would like more actions than that. 3 actions. So I'm probably going to want to drown something. There is going to be a town in here and a town in here. So I'm only going to get the... I mean, this is a really nice bit of Swallow the Land Dwellers in here. So as I'm possibly booning, and I've only got 3 actions, I think maybe this is not a drowning turn. Drowning city's turn, sorry. So I'm going to withdraw from... Oh no, let's withdraw from this land down here, actually, thinking about it. We've got loads of good drowning here. And then up here... Yeah, so we don't need to worry too much about drowning, but it would be good to drown this town before it's... because it's going to be ravaging soonish. So we like Swallow the Land Dwellers. We like... it's a bit... I don't know, is this actually good doing this now? Could be, and we definitely want to be grasping the tides. So if we wanted, we could actually make a city drown happen. We could do that in here. So we are kind of waiting to see what Bringer gets, because obviously if I can get that extra 4 fear on Paralyzing Fright, then that's just amazing. So, okay, so we need to do this in the right order. So we Knight Terrors first. We don't have the okay, so here it does potentially get complex. We could boon to get. Oh wait. We can actually trigger this before we even get involved in this. So we could gift the moon to get the 3rd moon, and we could gift a mountain to get the 2nd mountain, and then Spirits May Yet Dream will give the 3rd mountain. And then what other element do we like? It would be nice to have an air, maybe, to gain a bit of fear. Yeah, so I think that's I guess so. It does get convoluted. The mountain, and we'll go with. I think we go with air here. Yeah, because this air it will get given to ocean. You see. So now we've got the extra. Gets granted the extra element, and we can see lots of fear cards here. We'll gain the extra mountain, so now this here is the extra fear. Okay, so right. So now we do Call Up Midnight's Dream. Yeah, and we'll see what we get. We probably are forgetting Call Up Midnight's Dream this turn. Ooh, Land Thrashes. Now this is a nice one, though, because we are going to. I mean, there is going to be Blight around. Has good range, and at the moment Bringer is just down here. Damn it, Bringer. What are you doing down there? It also has the mountains we like, even has Moon on for synergy with Terrifying Nightmares. I think this is going to be the call. I think it is. Tsunami is a bit overkill with Ocean in the game most of the time. But it also has the mountains, so that's tempting. We don't have lots of energy. We've got, we've already got a couple of 4 costs. I think we're going to go with Land Thrashes, and we can cast it. We can use it this turn, and we can use it. Yeah, I'm sure we're going to be able to use it to do something helpful around here. So yeah, we'll go with that, and we will forget Call Up Midnight's Dream. We could Tsunami this turn, but I don't know that that's going to be that helpful without threshold effects and stuff. So we've even already got the threshold on Land Thrashes, so that's kind of amazing. That's worked out very nicely. Let's see if I can mess it up. Okay, so we've now got Grasping Tide only has one place where it's useful, and that's here, so we'll put that in there. And Paralyzing Fear can only be used down here as well, so this is the place to do that. Or preventing this build, but yeah, Blight will keep the island healthy as long as we can. So that's a lot of fear. Wow, ooh, if we can get to Terror level 2, then that's awesome. We can pound to do some splinter pounding. Okay, so each player chooses a different land with Dahan. Invaders take 1 damage there. Well, that's pretty inspiring. And they have to be different lands. I mean, really the only thing we can destroy with this practically is Explorers. And Lone Explorers really, against England, are just very incidental. I guess we could... we probably slightly favour kind of inland and away from Bringer. So maybe here. Invaders do not land and build in lands with cities. Damn, we didn't get to Terror level 2. I must have miscounted what was happening there. And we've got to make 10 fear this turn. That's going to be a lot of fear. Well, next turn, sorry. Okay, so we've got Ravages. So we've got this one. It's a bit sad. Oh, I should have done a damage there. And it will let me undo that, I think. Yeah, so I will undo that. This is England 6. I need every little bit of help I can get. And the other one we'll do is, yeah, this one up here. So, okay. Alright, so we'll do this one. And we do at least get to destroy this town, which is pretty nice. Okay, we've got Ravage here that I guess I just forgot about. But we're about to come in with a land thrashing in anger, so that's going to be nice. Here would be good. I mean, here's a bit funky because we'd be basically making a fear farm because we'd be making a place where we can do a lot of damage with land thrashes. I guess we already have a city in here. Because now our blight presence isn't just about where's vulnerable, it's also about thinking about land thrashes. The coast is probably the best place to put blight anyway, because oceans like to pick up lots of miners, minor powers, so yeah, let's put in there. And then we have explore, so escalation effect. So here's where it can get tricky. So these are going to shift across. So next turn, the Ravage is in the mountains and the Builder's in the sand. So yeah, we don't want to add to those mountains. Yeah, we'll keep it coastal. Alright, so we now have some... We've got a town drown. We've got lots of town drowning possibilities. So this is a nice one. This just deals with that land. This also gets us a explorer. So I think that's what the things to go with. And then we can do the same. Well, do similar in here. All right. So now land thrashes. Oh, of course, the range. No, there's no blight over here. We can kind of target here and then target into here. But actually, that's a slightly... The trouble, of course, is that against England, everything has more health, which is rude, really. So actually reaching into here is better, even though, yeah, I think so. Because there's just more blight in there. But this is actually kind of more... Actually, no, it's not relevant. Yeah, and we want to be doing something about these sand. So we can't reach up to there directly. So if we go in here first... 6 damage. Have I just misread this? Oh, it's 2 damage and then 1 for the adjacent. So 2, 3, 4... Why is... Is that not... Is that giving me some extra damage? 2 damage... plus 1 in adjacent, so I'm expecting 2, 3, 4. So it's giving me 6. I'm not going to complain, but I think that's not correct. Oh, there's 2 up here. Oh, peasant, you peanut. Well, let's maximize the fear. 2, 3, 4. Because there's already a city here, so we may as well... May as well do that. Though if we push into here and then slap here, we can actually push those into the ocean. And ocean could then be in a position to gain a major. In fact, with ocean, there's a good turn to gain a major because I could push, gain a 4th action, and then forget one of these and gain a major. Though I don't want to forget any of these. But yeah, do we push fear? Do we push destruction? I think we do have to push fear. So... Okay, and I can push them into here. And then we've got the adjacent land. I think it's going to be in here. But to clear this land out before the build? Oh, the Ravage is actually more kind of important. Oh, it's letting me target there for some reason. That shouldn't be how it works. So it's not adjacent to that. Okay, I think I am going to do it in here. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it in there, and that just clears that land. And we're up to terror level 2. Let's push... The thing is, if the more of these we push together, the better our terrifying nightmares are going to be. But I need to actually place some presents up here. Actually, that has to happen at some point because it's very fun just being scary at the southernmost tip of the island, but it's not enough. Okay, this is good. We don't need to worry about gaining a fear card this turn. From the point of view preventing the double sand build. We've got mountain ravages here, and here. This one is obviously fine. And sand stuff is going on. If we can kind of clear an edge, I mean, this is the dream, is that maybe I could make an area that doesn't have any cursed Englishmen on it. Right, so what have we actually got? How can we influence the board? Alright, so this is a nice use for our defend card that's in our discard pile. But we don't want to reclaim. We want to, if possible, gain a new defend card. Because we're going to probably reclaim next turn anyway. Steam... Actually, we can deal with this with steam vents, possibly. If we get... Yeah, I think we are going to push. Maybe push into here. And we could possibly steam vents to destroy this in the fast phase, which then is taking care of that. These two are up to Bringer. This is too far away from Bringer. I might gain a miner that's useful here, so let's go with this option. And let's gain a miner. So you really want a full deck of cards. Okay, these are all slow, so they're not going to help with the immediate problem. They might help with the ooh, pull beneath is good. Good for us. Good elements. We're going to be up to 4 actions as well. That's going to feel good. It's going to feel great. And we've even got nice drowning action in here. Nice drowning action. And this has the mountain on that we need in order to maybe steam vents in here. So that's probably where the presence is going to go. In fact, I think I'm just going to do those things now so that just to keep on top of things. It's that thing of managing. I find with more than one spirit, I really have to make every little step I can to just manage the mental load. Okay, and I have to push into land as well. And maybe I'll push in here. We don't have anything that requires a sacred site just yet. Yeah, let's just do that. It's a bit greedy. And we've got to push from here as well. Let's push into here, because I think I'm probably just going to terrifying nightmares these guys into Ocean's Mouth. And again, just to keep it simple, I can just play all these out, because I don't think there's any reason to not play these cards. So we can actually see what we've got. Wow, lots of fear and a double drown. Wow. Okay, I'm just going to take a short break. I'll be back in a second. Well, here I am. So I think I like having these little breaks, actually. They're pretty good. I need to put some presents up here. I think that's actually kind of a priority thing, because being down here is not ideal, especially as I've got these are real problem-solving cards here, and it's a shame that I'm so far away from some of the problems. So, and pushing these into Ocean's Mouth would be great. So I think that's a nice thing to aim for with Terrifying Nightmares. So in order to get up there, I guess the problem I have, I'm not going to be able to get the threshold effect on it, and maybe I just have to accept that. Maybe that's what it is. So currently I've got sacred sites adjacent to all of these lands here. And so what would be a nice place to go is probably somewhere like here, but you need invaders or Dahan to actually do this long-range presence placement. Can I get all the way up here? 1, 2, 3. I could get to here, or even to here. Just go and plonk myself down right in the middle of that ravage. And then, of course, I'm actually too range away from. I'm too far away to do this push that I'm so keen to do. So maybe I need to also just double check and see what Ocean's actually doing. Ocean is steam venting somewhere. So here, yeah, right. So ocean steam venting in here. So this is a safe spot for Bringer to sit, to use terrifying nightmares to push all these towns into there. And it's actually, I mean, there is a bit of redundancy, but this has a lot of adjacency. So I think that's what I'm going to do, is go up here into this spot here, and then just play this, but without any aspiration to get the threshold effect. I think that's how it is for now. So it's a bit of a weak turn, but next turn we're going to be reclaiming. We should have a full reclaim, I think. Yeah, reclaiming, probably gaining a minor just to get something useful to go with all these. And then actually just thinking a little bit into the future, what will we be doing with Bringer that turn? Well, our best power, I mean, yeah, we've got various things we could be doing, but it's going to be a Ravage in Sand, but these aren't actually going to be too bad, really. But yeah, so possibly we'll be doing some, yeah, this kind of thing. Okay. So part of me thinks this is a very expensive way to do it, but I am going to be giving ocean energy to do ocean things. Ocean loves that. Okay, so we can see what we've already got. Defend 2 in all lands with Dahan. Each spirit gains an energy per sacred site they have in lands with invaders. Sorry, defend 2 in all lands with presence. So actually we don't need to use steam vents in here now. So, because there's going to be defend 2 in there. And on the counter-attack, they're going to wipe this land out. So we could get a slight efficiency bonus by steam venting there. Or actually, it's even better to call into the deeps. Yeah, it's actually better to call to the deeps here. So that will turn it into energy. So probably no steam vent action this turn. Is that really the case? I mean, we could just steam vent here anyway. Oh, we've got a steam vent down here we can do. We've also got double drown, but there's going to be a double. There's going to be a double build in this coastal sands, so that's probably what I'm going to be doing. Where I'm going to be doing that. Shame I can't delay this till the slow phase. Oh yeah, let's just do this. Pound, get them splinters pounding. So I think steam vents is going to be best down here. And terrifying nightmares, we can push and clear this land. Is that the best thing to do? There is a ravage here, so we are letting a blight go down and a Dahan die. And by pushing, we're also preventing this from being there for the build that will happen afterwards. But I think this is better. This is going to be gaining a couple of fear, and it's nice to be just on the edge of the fear. Against England 6, because you've got the issue of, oops, I think that was a misclick. Because you've got the issue of, if you don't have a fear card, if you haven't earned a fear card, I say that we're about to drown these fellas, and that's going to give us 2 fear. So we are. You just ignore what I'm saying. So we're actually going to be on 0 fear, which is not really what we want, because it's a lot of 10's fear is a lot of fear to make. Well, maybe not for this combo, but Alright, so Blighted Island. So, easy decision for Bringer. We can destroy this, we don't need 3. For Ocean, again, you almost always want to destroy Presence. It's a slightly more painful decision. But I guess this Presence down here has served its purpose. And Bringer can actually do something down here, so let's destroy that Presence. There. And Fear Effects. So that's the defend card we expected. We're relying on in there. Each player removes an explorer or a town from an inland land. That's very nice. So we can deal with that. That's good. We can save our Dahan. Yeah, that feels like a high priority pick. And we can make this less problematic for our, because this will just be replaced. Actually, no, this is going to be, I think this is probably still worthwhile. A worthwhile thing for Ocean to think about. So yeah, this is a definite, and I think this is helpful, because this is going to be, yeah, let's make this Ravage a little bit easier to deal with next turn. Just a little bit. Okay, we've got lots of sand building. And, oh yeah, so England's going to want to build in its most populated land. That's interesting. So it's on each board as well. So I play so much, so I seem to be playing way more solo these days. I'm going to place it in this land because this is way easier for Paralyzing Fear to just ignore. Because it's going to be hopefully adjacent to a sacred site at any moment. In fact, what I think I might end up doing is just using this option to reclaim, make a sacred site, and Paralyzing Fear in there. I think that might actually be the right thing to do next turn, but we'll get to next turn when we get to next turn. So Tidal Boon. So that's 2 energy for Bringer, and we could. It's weird. I keep forgetting what Tidal Boon does. So it's a town and explorer. So we've. I mean, this town is more. Don't know if. So we could push the we could. Let's just push this town out, and we'll push it towards the coast. Right, and then we've got this double drown here. So that's, I mean, we could drown 2 cities in there. That's redonkulous. Yeah, that's what we do. Let's check I click on the right thing. So that's 2 cities. Okay, we've got lots of fear. We might even think about getting a major soon. So if there's a, and again, this is a card where I very rarely read the actual text. So sand and wetland is a damage, and in with my presence is another damage. So we almost, some bits of the board are looking sparse enough that we might even think we might even imagine a world where we're preventing builds. Okay, so we only need 4 fear now to get the fear card we like. Where are we with our fear tracks? We're doing okay. This is actually going better than I expected. Okay, so famous last word. So we've got lots. We've got the double mountain build. Horrible. And also we probably need to be ideally trying to make it so that England is building on the coast with their escalation effect. I don't know if that's something we can manage. Okay, and we've got 4 damage ravage here, another 4 damage ravage there. Ocean can take care of this one. I think we've got. We could even gain a major here. At least we've got 4 card plays. Yeah, this ravage, this wetland, this sand ravage here needs that needs attention. So I think given that I've got a good defend card and the elemental boon, I am going to reclaim here. And I'm going to get to gain. Do I want? I've got enough energy to go for a major, so maybe I go for a major now. Don't have anything that's that obviously forgettable. I mean, maybe land dwellers. It's quite handy giving Bringer extra energy with boon. So let's get see what we get here. Oh, Power Storm. Oh god, this is a repeating combo. Power Storming, Paralyzing Fright is kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Do we have? We've even got Elemental Boon to make it pretty easy to get the extra repeats, and we can do it on ourselves as well. There is some, to some extent, with against England 6, you do often want to lean into the wombo combo. This is actual blight removal too, so this shouldn't be ignored, but I think Power Storm might be our way. I mean, we do need to earn an immense amount of fear to win with fear, but probably that's going to be the way it happens, or destroying the cities, but as you can see there, that's not that likely. Especially Power Storm, given that we have Elemental Boon, I think this is we're into the wombo combo It's happening. So, what do we forget? Maybe pull beneath the hungry earth. Let's forget swallow the land dwellers, maybe. Yeah, let's forget swallow the land dwellers. I think we want kind of every element we can get. Okay, so we've also got a retreat inland. Let's have a look at Bringer. What's Bringer doing? What are you doing? So we've got Power Storm. We can even probably trigger the innate because we just need a fire and an air. We've got air cards, so we could even give Bringer. We can give Bringer the elements we need. So the sunshine, the fire, and the air. And if we are going to be womboing on Bringer, we might want to Power Storm a boosted Paralyzing Fright. Or, oh wow, I've just noticed that we've got both of these are on heavily blighted lands. Can we get the... Oh, if we go with land... Oh, this is amazing. Yeah, I think we go with a full reclaim. Oh, but we need the sacred site to prevent these ravages. There. Yes, we are... But if we do go with this option, then we don't actually need to worry about the threshold on Power Storm, which means we can be slightly more effective here. Yeah, we need a sacred site here. God damn it, Jim. We need a sacred site here, and yeah, this is definitely worth doing. So our options, yeah, we need to do this. So we will reclaim our Paralyzing Fright. Oh, we've got this now as well. So we've got one of any, so we can actually give ourselves an extra mountain. Going to be going with Paralyzing Fright. We could almost just... No. Yeah, we only need one mountain now from the elemental boon over here. So we've still got to gather in. So if I'm going to be Power Storming, elemental booning, grasping tide in here. This is unfortunate, but maybe we can just tank a presence. So let's retreat from here because there are no towns in there, and in here, there's going to be a town and a city built in here. So let's pull this one back here from the wetland, and we're going to go with Power Storm, and we don't care. Okay, Hesant, repeat after me. You do not care about the threshold on Power Storm. Okay, peasant, you got that? So I think we're going to elemental boon to give the mountain, and then so once we've given the mountain, we can now just think about what we want for ourselves. And a double drown in here would be... Oh no, yeah, double drown in there would be pretty good. Double drown in here would be even better because that's going to be a city, a town and a city in building. So if we give water mountain, but we're still going to be short because we've only got 4 plays. But the city build's going to help. So I think, yeah, if we tidal boon, then we can push the town that's going to build in here into the ocean from Bringer, and it gives us the icons. And Call of the Deeps means that we'll actually generate fear, but we need to Grasping Tide in here anyway. Okay, so we're a little low on fear. So with the elemental boon, what we want to be giving is a mountain and a water. Mountain, a water, and yeah, a mountain, a water, and something else. That I don't think it matters. Mountain, water, moon, whatever. Okay. So let's do the complicated stuff first. So mountain, water. Oh, Bringer's gonna like moons. I've forgotten that we were giving it to someone else. So actually, here's the thing. If I'd been cleverer, I would have, instead of gaining this mountain, I would have gained this moon and then gained the mountain. Does it actually have a benefit? It probably does. Okay, this is fine. So, Knight Terrors. Oh, actually. Oh, yeah, we need at least 2 moons anyway. Yeah, so there would have been a benefit to that because I think I could have made more fear. All right, but that's okay. We can Power Storm as wanted, and we can Paralyzing Frighten here. I just check I've got the threshold. Yeah, I've got the threshold. For a, 16 fear, it's awful. Poor little Englanders. They're all just very scared right now. And we've got Knight's Terrors. We are not defended ourselves over here, but we do have some fear cards. Oh, yeah, there's actually no point in looking at these particularly. I don't think, because I'm not sure it's going to affect our actions. So we'll look at the upcoming one. Ooh, this is actually interesting. If I was in a position where I could delay this till terror level 3, I would. I'm not sure if I am, because I think I still need to. That actually works out really, really well. I think RNGesus has been listening to my prayers. Okay, so we've got a sacred site here, so we will probably just be doing a regular reclaim next turn. I could lose Dreams of the Dahan instead of a presence. Is that wise? What's wisdom got to do with it? I think. Yeah, I think I am gonna. Peasant brain is an overload now. Yeah, I am going to forget power because I want there to be a sacred site down here and up here, and we are about to take a damage there. So I'm going to forget Dreams of the Dahan. Bye-bye, Dreams. Ocean is probably going to forget something from the ocean now. Let's not mess this up. We still don't have a full hand of cards, so yeah, we don't need any sacred sites for. So we're going to just take one from the ocean there. Invader phase. Dahan defend a little bit. Each player may push up to 3 explorers or towns from an inland land. Well, that's relevant. That saves us here. So I think we'll push towards the coast. As always, we just push towards the coast. Oh, that's a city. Never mind. This might still work for us. I hadn't misreading the board. Are those even eyes that are on your face, peasant? Yes, they are. So this is just a. Oh, we've got to be careful about not accidentally making a big city. I have lost before doing that, so let's not do that. Actually, as we're probably going to be calling the deeps next turn, I think I'll just push this one into here. We're going to be doing it for the elements, but may as well make it gain us an energy as well. So we did lose presence down there, but we did manage to prevent 2 pretty horrible ravages. And we're into our slip phase, so Tidal Boon has to be there, and so there is going to be a ravage in here next turn. And if we push this town and we defend, then actually this will be fine. So yeah, let's push this town here. There's no incoming ravage there. In you go. So we don't have any big defense cards. I mean, I guess Paralyzing Fright is going to infinitely big, but we'd want defense here because we've got Dahan. And we're going to leave them there for the fight back. So maybe we are reclaiming for Grasping Tide. I don't want to be. Actually, I could use Steam Vents in there to avoid the reclaim. And then we've got a city drown. Oh, we could actually just clear that land and not even have to think about it anymore. We don't have that many useful little defend cards. Weirdly, we've not really gained any with Ocean. So we could go, I mean, okay, let's think about next turn. So we are going to do a full reclaim next turn. So we are going to have paralyze abilities. We don't have any little defend cards apart from Grasping Tide. I don't really want to reclaim next turn. I want to be going down these tracks. If I gain, that's, I've got to keep remembering that's actually a city. Zoom in a little bit. I think actually just making this not a problem is good. Oh, I don't have presents in there. Okay, peasant. Yeah, let's make this this land here less horrible. Spent ages considering a possibility that is in fact impossible. That's the spirit. That's what we do here. Okay, so we have horrible ravage, but we're not adjacent to the that we can't prevent because we've lost our sacred site here. A ravage here. We've got ravages in all of the mountains. Where are we with the fear game? We're nearly at terror level 3. Well, 10 fear away from terror level 3. And interestingly, we know that we have scapegoats. Look at this. Each city destroys a town in its land. It's redonkulous. Destroy all explorers in lands with buildings. If we can push this 10 fear, we definitely have to do it. No question. So I think we reclaim these. I think we reclaim all of them. Can I get the threshold on these without help? I don't think I can, so I think I might be... I think I am reclaiming with Ocean here. I will be gaining a power card, but I will also be retreating. I won't be on the coast anymore, which is not really ideal. But I think actually it's still okay. It's actually not as bad as you'd think, especially with the kind of I've kind of gone into Wombo land. And if I do reclaim, then that's an easy solution for this space here, or this space. Actually, this space is more important. It's an easy solution for here. And we might even gain a useful miner to help. So yeah, I think Ocean is reclaiming. And we have no choice about this retreat, and we have no choice about this retreat. And let's have a look at the miner that Ocean's been offered. So, well, Dark Entangled is nice. It just solves this problem for us and gets us fear. We really want all the fear we can have. But this, oh wow, I've just realised this turn we might even want to definitely get the threshold on Power Storm. So that's, oh god, it's all too much for my poor little headsies. So we have, let's just think of the consequences. We have reclaimed Elemental Boon. We've got this any, we've got Boon. If we can be, how much fear do we even need to win? It's a lot. I mean, it's 4 cards and each is 10. We need 50 fear to win. Oh my jeez. We can do a lot of that though. We've only got 3 cards as well, I realise. Oh, why did you do that, poor peasant? So we reclaim, and we have to gain a miner. These are all cards we definitely want to keep. So Bringer is going to get a miner. Gift of Power, look at that. That's a lovely card for... Oh, Reaching Grasp. That means we could... Yeah, I think Reaching Grasp wins here, but these are all kind of useful. Not so much Splendor, but... Reaching Grasp means that I can Paralyzing Fear wherever I damn well please, i.e. here. And that's really useful. We have only 5 Blight left. I mean, it's not the ideal card for Bringer to have really, because well, it's just not. Because the trouble we have, of course, is that we only have 2 actions, and probably will only have 2 actions for quite a while. Well, or in practicality, the rest of the game. How important is it to prevent this? It's actually fairly important. This is just one big blight nightmare. And actually this is going to be building soon. And actually we need to watch out for England just winning over here as well. We need to remove some of these. So we also want to prevent that ravage, because this is on the edge. The only way we can actually do that is with Reaching Grasp, I think. Yeah, so I think I'm going to go with Reaching Grasp, and Dark and Tangled can be for dealing with this land, or whichever one of these lands, I think. But yeah, we need to do something about this cluster of lands. How many? We've got one more escalation effect, and then we're going to have the extra build here. If we keep on using Paralyzing Fright, then maybe we can actually skip the builds in here, but I'd need to not mess that up, because if I lose like that, if I lose by messing that up, I'll be a very sad individual. Now, we would like the thresholds on this. And we need to give, what do we need to give in here? We need to give 2 mountains, basically. Which is, they do have their, so we need to give 1 mountain. So we can actually do what we like over here. So they're gonna give themselves a mountain now. I don't think we can do anything with moon shenanigans. Give yourself a mountain now. And then we want to make oh, but again, the power storm doesn't matter, because we've the threshold on the power storm doesn't matter, because we've again having a slightly weak turn. We might just be reclaim looping here, but it might just work. It might do. Okay, so we still need to give the mountain here, the earth, and yeah, okay, we're becoming very dependent on this paralyzing fright. Okay, so what else can earth do? So we've got a ravage here that I'm not doing anything about. But that now can be solved with the paralyzing fright, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good, yeah. So, we can just use this and this to defend in here and here. The trouble with that is, where does that leave us next turn? It would be great to skip the reclaim. The trouble we have, actually, if next turn I just reclaim paralyzing fright using the 0, I can get my sacred site back here, prevent the build, and then go with maybe paralyzing fright with land thrashes. But I'd still probably want the elemental boon. Tricky. So I'm probably am forced to reclaim here. But at least next turn, with this sacred site being present here, I won't need to use Reaching Grasp, and then I'll be able to start generating even more fear. I think that's it. Well, that's the best I can do right now. And oh yeah, we need to think about what elements we are. We're not actually on land, so we don't care about mountains. We don't care about ocean breaks ashore. We do care about this. So we like moon, air, and water. And Bringer likes moon, air, and beast, but they need a mountain anyway. So we're going to give them a mountain. And they like beast. And I think we want... Oh, what are we missing? Oh, we don't have enough water. Wow, that's... what's happened to you, Ocean? You're just not very watery anymore. Water, mountain... Oh yeah, maybe we're just not making much fear this turn. Maybe air is good. We can go with the pound ships. Oh well, it looks like we're not having a great turn for our innates. Okay, so we're Reaching Grasping. We are Power Storm, and I am Paralyzing Fearing in here for a silly amount of fear, and in here. And now we just need to destroy all the cities. That's still going to be a tough ask. Cities everywhere. So we can pound some ships. We can terror some knights. We are... Doesn't make any odds. We are dark entangling those woods. We're grasping tide. Okay. Right, so yeah, we're getting a little low on presence now. Am I actually reclaiming again next turn? I guess that's the decision I'm making, kind of, I need to make. Could forget reaching grasp. That is just something I could do. Bringer does have this kind of extra... I mean, this is the important one. We don't want to let this go. Yeah, we're building a sacred site here next turn. Maybe we can let a presence go from here. Yeah, I think we let a presence go from here, because we might still need reaching grasp. We might have a turn a bit like that last one. And then Ocean could maybe afford to forget something. We're still only on 4 plays. But maybe next turn we actually don't need Power Storm to be a good turn. So if we go with Fright and Thrashes, we might be reclaiming anyway, you know? So I think I'm going to forget a power. There. Oh yeah, scapegoats. This is the pièce de résistance, where just a million things get destroyed on the board, and I'd completely forgotten about. I'd completely forgotten that was partly what I was trying to do. Each player removes an invader from land with 2 or fewer invaders. Can we remove any cities? Wow, we can remove 2 cities. That's some serious value there. That's going to remove itself imminently. This is a good thing to get rid of. So let's remove this one. And I mean, we have prevented that from doing anything, but it's still a good one to remove. And oh no, there's too many things in there. Yeah, this was a very nice collection of fear card. We've even got one more. Invaders do not build in lands with Dahan. Well, that's pretty nice. Okay. Coastal, huh? Hey, I know a guy who likes to live on the coast. It's pretty powerful. Okay, so alright, so we need 19 fear now for the fear victory. We've still got some stuff to do. Okay, we've got a town drown, except we can't drown towns, so okay, can I do this? We don't have to worry about the double build. I know that we can pump out, a lot of fear. But let's not lose this by being careless. I'd never do that. Okay, so 19 fear to win on a fear victory. Or can we destroy the cities? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cities. That's going to be awkward. However, that scapegoat has cleared this problem land. Well, not cleared it, but it's meant that it's not on the cusp of becoming a proud and mighty capital. So that's pretty good. 19 fear over 2 turns actually sounds pretty viable. Alright, we've got wetland ravages this turn, that's not a problem. That is, I mean, it's pathetic, isn't it? But that is mildly a problem. We could just let that go, though. This is very defendable. This is also, this is pretty easy to defend. 19 fear. We might even be able to do that in the fast phase. We could terrifying nightmares and thrash. I think we do need to reclaim with Ocean here to I think that's the safest play. I do want to be pushing forward on my tracks, but I think this is enough for the win. We're actually a little low on energy. The thing is, if I play Paralyzing Fright twice, that is 16 energy. We only need 19 energy. I think we go with the reclaim. We are going to gain a card, so it may as well be a minor, because I can't afford to pay anything more expensive than a minor. These are all expensive minors. Let's not think about that right now. So we are aiming to win on fear in the fast phase. We're going to do 16 with our so we need reclaim in some form. We don't actually care about reaching grasp, I don't think, anyway. Are we? So we are. Key thing I'm just checking here is that we can use night terrors. We need to be in with invaders. So I am in with some invaders. So if I can play nightmares and and paralyzing fright. So that'd be 8, which we've got. We'll have the air. Then we just need the 2 mountains. I think. Yeah, actually, I think this is just fine. So we could either reclaim all, or we could add a presence. There's not a big difference, really. Actually, yeah, I'm going to go with just reclaiming. Yeah, I think I'm just going to obviously reclaim Paralyzing Fright. And then place a presence. It doesn't really matter where from. Oh, except I need it. I wanted this sacred site, so I'm going to have it. All right, so we can get the fear. Let's see where we're sitting at here. So if we grant a moon, then we give ourselves a mountain. We grant a mountain. Okay, that's good. And we want to be power storming as well. So the key thing is that I can only grant... Oh, actually, I'm granting myself one from here and from this Spirits May Yet Dream. Yeah, I think we're fine. All right, let's go have a look at Hang Out with Ocean. So I don't think we care about this choice. I don't think it matters. This is fear, though, so I'm just going to take it, just in case. And and it will work with Power Storm, because it gives us this... In fact, Purifying Flame is even better for Power Storm. But it doesn't give us fear. Let's yeah, I don't want to mess it up. The thing is, I will know that I've messed it up in advance. That's the advantage of this. So all I need now is one singular purple, and we are trying to rack up the fear with Ocean. Trouble is, we don't have much water. So if we Power Storm Paralyzing Fright, then that's 16, and we need 3 more. So it's very doable. I just need to work it out. So we can give, and I mean, even if I just power up Terrifying Nightmares as well. So let's go with that. So we're going to give ourselves a moon. Actually, I think it's a mistake to do this now. So if I give the moon, the mountain, and the air, then I think we're just good. So let's not spend too... He says spending ages. Just don't want to mess it up, okay? It's not every day I beat England 6. It's just every other day. And there's probably want to actually improve this as well. Okay. So we're just going to get Bringer to do all the scary stuff, but we'll probably get some as a byproduct. So we're going to Elemental Boon. We definitely need to give a mountain. We definitely want to give a moon. And I think we want to give an animal. I don't think it actually matters. So, is that right? So yeah, Night Terrors is at 3. Paralyzing Fright. Yeah, so we need to Spirits May Yet Dream as well to give the second mountain. I don't think this matters. So we definitely need this mountain. So we have the threshold on that. We don't have the threshold on this. I might have done this a bit wrong. How have I done this wrong? But I don't think it matters. I think we're just fine. Let's not get too caught up in the weeds. And we didn't even... we did get the repeat on Power Storm. So yeah, this is all good. This is fine. So let's just win on fear then. Okay, let's just see if I can actually count. It's possible that I can't. And push these fellas. Get in the sea. Get in the sea. Oh, get in the sea. And you, Explorer, that's hiding underneath there. And it's done. So there you go. Bringer an Ocean. Sorry, I had to calculate it there. I didn't want to mess it up. You know, when you've been doing a thing for a while, you just don't want to mess it up. So yeah, thanks so much for joining me. I've been Peasant. I've got loads of Spirit Island stuff. I keep making it. I enjoy it. Feedback, very much appreciated. Suggestions for Spirit combos, you know, like videos, I don't know, whatever. Thanks for being here, and I'll catch you next time.